And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakaklo, 76 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sebastian Joseph Day able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60.
He's back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down.
60 Vikings.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right here.
At the Eagles.
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Buffalo 80.
1st down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, goal to go.
Come on.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Pollard. And he's in for a touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for 2, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it, get to overtime, you're covered. If you don't, you go for 2 and you don't get it, your job could be in jeopardy. But sometimes people just know their teams. They may have felt like they were out of gas. They had to have it now, and they did it and got out of there with a win.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cut that stuff in the trunk, next time I won't get sold. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. That's out wide to Williams.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Man in motion is Smith. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Kobe Parkinson. Touchdown, L.A. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So, following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Ready?
They'll go play action with Young. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st down.
White.
1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun. Young. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Now 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Young. Forced out left. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Gain of 11. And the Panthers 1st down.
Young to throw on 1st down. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Cut.
Here's Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
Ready.
Man in motion is Smith. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
Set. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Pretty hot.
They'll go with Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, the Rams out to the early lead. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They have it. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Blue 60.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, like, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 60.
Now it's Nakua getting the jet sweep. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of game.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. Throwing, Stafford. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we set.
Here's Young. Exiting the pocket right. One incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Puna 4 gets him for a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down.
Shot. 17. Blaster. 6. Set.
To throw, Young. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Ready.
They'll go. Young. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline, and penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll push forward for about a yard. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining here in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Adams in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. And the Panthers are going to recover the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Trouble, 38.
It's a gain of a yard.
Set.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They picked it up easily, didn't they? A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these 3rd and 4th and short situations. There's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. What a throw. Noah McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. At their own 33-yard line. First down, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Stafford now to throw on first down. Flushed to his left. He's going to look deep for Adams. And nothing will come of this last pitch attempt. Some points. Time runs out in this first half. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Blue, 32. Set, go.
On first down is Young. He'll let one go down the middle. That is knocked away. incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
This secondary, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away. And I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
On the ball.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Set, cut.
Now Dowdle. Finding space at the 15. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
17 yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a run. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Now here's second and goal. To throw is Young. Out to his right. Now he takes off.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up third and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Carolina. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Michael. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
This taken at the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Ready.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Cora. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Cora. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Stafford. Flush to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run the toss to Cora. Finding room to the 20. And he will score! Blake Cora. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. They're fortunate for them. They've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Black 40. Ready.
They'll run with Dowdle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tackle made by Nate Landry.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here. Hut.
They'll stick with him again. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Poona Ford is there to bring him down.
3rd and 7.
12, 10. Ready. Right. White. Foot. 10.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Cora. And he'll get about 5. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. The motion man is Nakua. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Like 7. 180.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try to run it here with Cora. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? They a linebacker, they're good in both coverage, and in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on
You know,
down.
more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Kobe Turner.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of 1.
Ready.
Brings up third down.
Now Young. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Hey, give me radar.
On first and 10, Stafford. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Stepherd's pass. Interception.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Field black. You're ready.
Young to throw on first and 10.
Bryce Young sacked by Nathan Landman. A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Fight 60. Here we fight. White. Blue. Cut.
Back to throw. Young going for it all. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to be third down.
Black. Slide through. Set.
Here's Young. To throw, and the pressure's too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
We'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll drop to throw, moving to his right. Throw here down the field, will fall, incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. On play action, it's Stafford. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Quarry. Good run to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 22.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
A run on 1st and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.